Good morning, everyone. It's your boy Raven. That noise that you're hearing, if you can hear it at all, is of course our new central air, so we won't have to worry about the window unit constantly trying to drown me out. And I won't have to worry about turning it off while we're trying to do this. And of course, we're coming up on a heat wave pretty soon. That's fun. So, yeah. Probably would have been sweating if I had to turn that thing off. Anyway, it's a long story, but this is what all the construction and the banging around that you heard, that's what it's all been about, is this. And it's being done way behind schedule. So anyway, why don't we go ahead and get right down to it. Let's see what today is shaping up to be like. So, who's our guide? Saul. The embodiment of the sun itself, the one pulling the chariot that will, of course, drag the sun across the sky behind it. At least we're not dealing with money. Money's a little rough at times. And I've seen the kind of guidance money can give, and yeah, not gentle, let's put it that way. So, here we are. Now today looks a little interesting already from the outset, because your sense of personal power will increase. Be confident. Your situation will improve quickly. Don't procrastinate. Choose love over hate. Do not be distracted by gossip or mockery. These are lower forms of communication. Surround yourself with positive people. So Sol is both a goddess and the sun itself. Sol and her brother Mani were born of time when the universe was being created. Sol was as golden and beautiful as her brother was silvery and light. At first Sol was not sure of her role within the new world, but then the gods created times of darkness and times of light, assigning Sol the day and Mani night. So, very bright day. I wonder what that looks like. Because yesterday we're trying to drop some bad negative stuff from the past and move on toward a brighter future. And we've had that Sowila rune come up a couple times. So let's see what we've got. So we have a Knight of Cups, we have an Eight of Cups, and we also have a Ten of Pentacles. We had that Ten of Pentacles come up yesterday, and that one was looking like excess. Perhaps a little overdoing it, maybe overcorrecting, but today I'm getting a little bit of a different opinion here. With the Knight of Cups, we're looking at not so much action, but maybe a little calm. A little calm might do us good, I think. And for that, we'll go here for just a minute. So we don't really have any major arcana today, so we don't really have any fate kind of drawn out. We have a lot of things that we can kind of control today, which is great. So we do have a little adventure today. Maybe a little whimsy. On top of that, we do have some stagnation, but I'm not really seeing it as stagnation so much as it is meditation today. And that meditation, a little bit of whimsy there, looking to bring us into some prosperity, or even completion of possibly even a financial goal. Some of you are actually kind of getting into that, aren't you? Kind of looking at your finances a little bit. Maybe even a little generosity today. So let's have a look here. But it does look like a very nice story. I mean, with these three cards themselves, the Knight of Cups doesn't really move very quickly. He kind of moves at his own pace. This Eight of Cups, you do have someone kind of walking away from a lot, and it looks to me there's a lot of forward movement. So what I'm seeing right here with this Knight of Cups is we're chasing some dreams. We're chasing goals that we really want today. That's going to force us to leave some things behind. And I know it's going to be very emotional for us, but there's a huge payoff at the end, and that's really where it counts. And I'd be willing to bet that we're about to see the stars and the runes tell us the same, or at least reinforce it. So we've got the blue flame, we've got I remember, and we've got a portal. Here we are. So, the blue flame, of course, spontaneous awakening, activation and integration time. The I remember is a soul plan, the fated life versus the destiny life. And I imagine there's probably a difference. And of course that portal, doors are opening, you decide. Rewards, wild card. The fact that the portal came up as rewards under this Ten of Pentacles, which usually symbolizes wealth, is kind of telling. Well, let's go into a little detail with these cards, because I think we might be in for a little surprise today. And oops, I goofed. Here we go. Okay. Remember when I said things might get emotional? Yeah, it looks like that, especially with that blue flame opening. Okay. There's a couple paragraphs here. I want to share those. Many people glamorize the awakening process. However, in reality, it's much messier and more difficult than most of us believe. We must first let go of what we think we know for sure and how we make sense of the world. This isn't easy. The awakening process, even when it's spontaneous, takes a considerable amount of time to integrate, and awakening without integration can leave us feeling very ungrounded. If you're in the midst of an awakening, the process never ends. Treat this time as deeply sacred and give yourself ample space to ground and integrate the extreme changes you're going through. That's super important, so remember that. And remember, like I said, this is someone who's dreaming, so we're not exactly grounded here. But again, I'm sticking by that. We're going to have to leave some things behind. It's going to be very emotional, but there is a positive outcome, and I'm still looking at that even through this card. The I remember card's where we're headed next. There we go. 76, okay. The I remember card, here we are. Yeah, here we go. You may find yourself at a crossroads, at a moment when you're being called to make a decision to keep walking the perfectly laid out path before you or choose the one less traveled. You may be facing a change of career, a new relationship, a difficult decision, or something else that requires courage and faith. You're being invited to remember your soul's greater plan and to surrender to it. When you're confronted with a path that's undefined, it's normal for doubt to rear its head. In fact, this is a certain sign you're facing your soul's greater plan. Every hero in his or her life journey comes eye to eye with doubt. The only way around it is through it. It's all part of a larger plan. And then, of course, we have a portal. There we are. Here we are. When this card comes up in a spread, it's a sure sign that effortless change is possible. If you've been looking for a sign, this is your portal into that new reality. Now's the time to make big changes. If you've been guided to switch things up, you're extremely well supported right now. Use this energy and jump right on in. So, it's like I said, I mean, everything about these three cards is being reinforced by the three I just laid out. So, this one's telling you, let's start with this one. Things are probably going to be a little traumatic, if they're not already. But it's not to worry about. You can still take the plan, you can kind of choose that path you know. You know where it's going to lead. Question is, do you really want it? You can go off on a different path, and this one's going to be a lot more uncertain. But that portal card reinforces it. It's pointing you toward that other path. Again, you're going to have to leave some things behind. Sacrifices are going to have to be made. They're probably going to be kind of painful, but there's definite reward at the end. So, let's see what the runes have to say, because they are our little secrets here. Let's see what secrets the sun has to offer. We have Advertise or Algiz, Gabo, and Ivaz. Now this is one spread of runes I don't even have to look to tell you exactly what's going on. Number one, this is Advertise or Algiz, the elk horn. You are protected. There is protection there, and you're gonna be fine. As a matter of fact, a lot of this sometimes can look a little weird, but everything's going to be okay. And the big thing to remember is fear is a necessary part of courage, and you have to differentiate between what's yours and what belongs to others. With Gabo, that is gifts, so you will be receiving gifts in this time. Make sure that your gifts, the ones that you give, are like for like. And finally, with Iwaz, you're experiencing a new beginning once you've completed the current cycle. Of course, the death of one thing, the beginning of another. It's all a cycle. So today I'm looking at a day for changes. I'm looking at a day for maybe leaving some old stuff behind, the stuff that you don't need anymore, the stuff that's been holding you back. Let that go. Because what you're facing ahead once you let go of all that other stuff is a bunch of new stuff that, it's a wealth of some sort. I can't tell you that it's going to be money, but this is an earth sign, and it usually points toward your finances. So any kind of sacrifices of some old habits, maybe old ways, things might suck for a little while, but there's going to be a payoff at the end. And today is the day to make those decisions, make those plans, and try to get that kind of plan together. Thank you, phone. In any case, that's really all I have for today. It's just a day of planning. It's a day of chasing your dreams today, not tomorrow. Don't wait till tomorrow. This is not about tomorrow. The sun shines today. I know we're not getting as much sunlight in here. It's kind of dreary out there today, which is kind of ironic for our guide, right? But in any case, chase those dreams today. Weigh your options, but I would say that it's pretty safe to take that path less traveled. You're looking at some great rewards on the other end. Alright, love you all, guys. I'll see you tomorrow with another video, and as always, shine on.